All right, it's time for another episode of Road to the Show on MLB 16 for PlayStation 4, featuring myself, Erik Jabs. Here's my bonus item, a Jed Jerko card. Hey, Aroldis Chapman, that's a great one. That's probably the best card that I'll have in Diamond Dynasty. And Blaine Hardy, don't really need him. So I will definitely be using Aroldis Chapman in tomorrow's video, if I make a Diamond Dynasty video tomorrow. Got some other stuff that I have to do tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment. But there's Erik Jabs batting third. That's my character. I'm playing the Harrisburg Senators again. Had a really great series against them last time. So hopefully this series goes just as good, if not better. Alright, so time for the first at-bat here. You can see my stats are really decent. 537 with 8 home runs. Hoping to hit a home run here. Let's see what happens. The big news in Pittsburgh today was, and also all around the country in the baseball world, besides the CBA getting ratified, was Andrew McCutchen being traded. It hasn't happened yet, but there's a lot of smoke around the topic. The Pirates really look like they are intent on trading him to the Washington Nationals. The Nationals really need a center fielder so Trey Turner can go back to shortstop, which is his natural position. Also, McCutchen slots real nicely into their lineup. He would go right between Bryce Harper and Daniel Murphy and break up those two lefties. And if the Pirates traded McCutchen, that would leave us obviously without a center fielder. But Starling Marte would be an even greater center fielder than McCutchen ever was. Marte has already won a couple Gold Gloves. He has better range than McCutchen. He throws much harder than McCutchen. The Pirates want to move Marte to center, but they're kind of hesitant to step on McCutchen's toes since he's already been entrenched as a superstar at the position. That one's gone, way gone. So anyway, if the Pirates would move McCutchen, Marte would move to center, Gregory Polanco would move from right to left, and that leaves right field open, which I think Josh Bell would move back out to right field because he came up as an outfielder through the minor leagues. Only recently was he moved to first base. And then he'll probably move back to first base, but not until Austin Meadows is ready down in, I think he's in Double-A, or he'll probably be in Triple-A this year. Personally, I'm a little bit skeptical about trading McCutchen right now. I'd like to see him come back and play at least half the season for us because we still have him for another 2 years, I believe. So I'd like to see him come back and reestablish himself as a superstar. And then, hey, if they want to trade him for some super prospects or two at the trade deadline, that would be more than fine with me. I just really think they're kind of selling him at his lowest value ever if they would sell him right now. And also, I'm not really sure about Neil Huntington and his ability to make good trades. He's made a few good trades in his time with the Pirates. I think he's been here maybe like 8 or 9 years now. His best trade was probably A.J. Burnett from the Yankees for a couple of fringe minor leaguers. He also had another good trade when he got Francisco Cervelli for Justin Wilson. And he had another good trade when he got Mark Melancon for Brock Holt and Joel Hanrahan. So those were probably his best 3 trades, but he's had a lot of bad trades. Like, for example, Jason Bay was our superstar back in 2000 and I want to say like 8 or so, and he traded him away for basically a bunch of bums like Craig Hansen, Andy LaRoche, Brandon Moss, who ended up being terrible for us, but eventually blossomed into a pretty good player after leaving the Pirates. And then also, who could forget, Huntington traded away Jose Bautista for a backup catcher named Robinson Diaz, who never really even lasted with us at all. Worst trade ever, basically. And then last year, with the Washington Nationals, no less, Neil Huntington traded away Mark Melancon, our closer, for Felipe Rivero, who, okay, he's like a decent setup guy and some middle-level prospect, but he got 2 players back for Mark Melancon, one of the most dependable closers in baseball. You got Andrew Miller, Aroldis Chapman, Mark Melancon. Those guys are like the 3 best. And look what the Indians got, or what the Indians gave up for Miller. They gave up, I think, 5 players, including Clint Frazier, who's going to be a star. The Yankees gave up a ton for Aroldis Chapman, their top prospects. Who did we get? Felipe Rivero and some other guy who will probably never make it. So I don't know. I feel like the Pirates got fleeced on the Melancon deal. That one's way back there. That might go. No, it's going to be a double. And personally, I truly believe that trading Mark Melancon cost the Pirates a playoff spot last year, because after they traded him, just the whole season fell apart. I don't know if you remember, but the Pirates were still in the hunt at like the beginning of September, and they had a really bad losing streak. And I can't remember if it was like August or September, but it was a long losing streak of, like, I want to say approaching 10 games or something like that. Tony Watson was average at best. Him moving up to the closer role kind of put everybody else out of their normal spots in the bullpen. The bullpen was bad. It wasn't good. So, trading McCutchen to the Nationals, I don't know. I kind of feel like we got beat once. I feel like we'd be beaten again by Mike Rizzo. All right, let's see what happens here. We're up 5-2. That's fouled off. Good little fastball there. It's the 9th inning, by the way, here. The other news of the day was the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, was ratified between the players' union and the owners. So that means 5 more years of peaceful baseball. That's a long home run. I thought that might have been caught there. Nice hit. But anyway, so 5 more years without the threat of a strike is awesome news. One great thing about the CBA, the new CBA, is the season will start a few days earlier each year so that they can give more off days to the players throughout the year. So that means more time to go to baseball games for us. And then the last news of the day was Jaime Garcia, who is one rude, ignorant jerk, got traded from the Cardinals to the Braves. Never had a nice experience with that guy. If you ask him for a baseball, he just looks at you like you're a complete idiot. He doesn't even respect fans wearing Cardinals gear. He just seems really miserable, and I don't understand what his problem was. Maybe he just hated PNC Park because that's where I always saw him at. But I'm glad to see him go to the Braves for a couple prospects. He's no longer going to be in the division, so happy trails to you, Jaime Garcia. One other thing just to mention real quick before I finish saving here and end this video is Reds Fest is this weekend. I might go to it on Saturday. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow with my wife. We'll have to see how that goes. And then it's going to be kind of crappy here in Pittsburgh this weekend weather-wise, so I don't know if I can go outside and do that much stuff. I'd like to hit some baseballs again and make a video about that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and if you're interested in my giveaways, I give something away every week. Here's some more information about this week's giveaway. This week's giveaway is a brand new $28 Chris Bryant t-shirt. It's a really nice t-shirt. It's all black with a photo of Bryant on the front, nothing on the back. I have a whole bunch of these. You can choose your size, small, medium, or large. To win it, all you have to do is comment on each of my videos throughout the week. And if you reply to somebody else's comment, I'll put you in a raffle twice for the shirt. To be entered a 3rd time in this raffle, simply follow me on Twitter @JabsFamily and retweet my video links throughout the week. I will have the raffle next Wednesday.